It has come to my attention recently that there is a lot of advanced tech in Ultimate that many players simply don't know how to perform. That's okay, and it's why I am here today to tech you how to perform a neutral aerial in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Okay, so this is an advanced technique you might have to practice a lot. There are two buttons that can be used to register a jump input by default, and since a nair, short for neutral aerial, can only be performed while in the air, we must jump in order to access the airspace, leaving the ground. The two buttons that can be used are X and Y, however you cannot use both as pressing at the same time will only register one jump. Make sure that you avoid that mistake. Next you must activate the neutral aerial after you have left the ground. You can perform this by pressing the attack button A while you are in the air. However, you must take careful notice of your timing. If you press it too early, before you register the jump input, you will do an attack on the ground as you have not entered the air. If you press it too late, you will have landed back on the ground and will also do a normal attack. You have only a very large number of frames to perform this specific input, so make sure to practice it whenever you can. Another important factor to keep in mind are the other buttons on the controller. They should not be pressed, as you may instead air dodge, another advanced technique, or perhaps even do a special move in the air if you hit the B button by mistake. Make sure that you know where your A button is on your controller. If you cannot remember where it is, write it down somewhere and have the note next to you while you play so you can quickly find the A button in game. The most important part, however, is making sure that your control stick, and right stick, but this assumes that you are not playing on the single Joy-Con used for TAS runs, remains in the neutral position. If the control stick is being held in a direction when you manage to register the A input, you will instead do a different attack, such as a forward air or back air. This can be incredibly difficult for those who play with tap jump on, as they must flick their control stick upwards to jump and manage to somehow let go of the stick and then press the A button during the many frames that they have access to the air. This can require even more hours of practice on top of the standard button jump technique. The final way you can access the air does not require you to jump. If you are sent upward by an attack, you can press the A button to perform a neutral aerial before you touch the ground. You may also run off the stage and then register the neutral aerial command input, but like with tap jump on, the return of the control stick to the neutral position requires a lot of practice and is very difficult for many players. In summary, you must 1. Access the airspace by jumping, optimally using X or Y, but this can be done by any means necessary. 2. Time the A button press to register the neutral aerial input within the time window before you hit the ground. 3. Make sure and check multiple times that your control stick is not being held in a direction. If you do all three things correctly, your character will perform a neutral aerial. Hopefully this short guide helped.